So today I'm going to be ranking all the MCU Marvel Legends Build-A-Figures. So I found 26 of them. If I'm missing any, please let me know. Alright, so at number 26, I have the Rhinar, I guess. It's the bull type creature from Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. And the reason I put this in the bottom slot is because this is a character that we only seen like a few times in the whole movie, and I'm not even sure that he had any lines or anything. So he's a pretty small character. He looks okay, but he's not that great of a character. So number 25, we have Molten Man from Spider-Man Far From Home. This one, I don't care for the look too much. A lot of the articulation isn't great on it. Number 24, we have Gilgamesh from the Eternals. I didn't really care for the Eternals movie. Gilgamesh was actually one of my more favorite Eternals out of all of them, but I really didn't connect to hardly any of the Eternals in that movie. So next we have number 23, which is Thanos. This is the Infinity War one. This is the very first Thanos figure that we got. And the colors weren't right. It was really off. It was like a dark purple instead of that lighter purple color, and it just didn't look great overall. So next, at number 22, we have the Watcher from What If. This one, I like the Watcher. He's an okay character. I don't really care for the Build-A-Figure a whole lot. So number 21, we have the Captain America flight gear. So this was the Sam Wilson Captain America with the wings, and the little drone deal was the Build-A-Figure pieces. I liked that suit of Sam Wilson, but it's like you had to buy the character separate anyway. I don't like when they do like flight gear and stuff as Build-A-Figures, but I do like the wings. They look cool, but it sucks that it has to be a Build-A-Figure. So next is number 20, which is the Okoye Build-A-Figure from the first Black Panther. This one wasn't great. The face and the head sculpt wasn't very good. Didn't look very much like the actress that plays her. And a lot of these, almost all Build-A-Figures eventually get like a re-release that usually is a little bit updated and looks a little bit better. And the new Okoye from Wakanda Forever looks a lot better than the Build-A-Figure. So number 19, we have Groot. Same thing with this one. The first Groot, which is the Build-A-Figure from the first Guardians movie, wasn't that great. The paint apps weren't quite accurate. I mean, it didn't look horrible, but it was a little bit on the light side. But we have the updated one from the Evolution of Groot, which looks a lot better. So next, number 18, we have the Vulture Build-A-Figure from Spider-Man Homecoming. And this is sort of the same as the Captain America flight gear. We had like the wings and stuff for Vulture. So sort of the same thing there. I don't like having, you have to buy the figure separately and then all the pieces just to get the wings. And they did re-release that one as well, sort of as like a deluxe figure and stuff. Number 17, we have Bro Thor from Endgame. And this one is sort of like a funny figure and stuff, but I don't care for him a whole lot. He's alright, but he's probably my least favorite look for Thor. So number 16, we have Ultron, and same with this one. We had a re-release for the first 10 years that had better paint apps and stuff that look better. And unfortunately, that does sort of bump the Build-A-Figures down a little bit. If you can buy one, usually cheaper, and it's updated, so it sort of bumps the Build-A-Figure down, which most of them get re-released anyway. But that first one of Ultron wasn't that great. The paint apps weren't very good. Number 15, we have Cole Obsidian. And this one wasn't too bad of a figure, had pretty good detail and stuff on it, but my main complaint with this one was it wasn't accurate to the movie. And they did re-release this one in I think it was the 6-pack that had all the Black Order and Thanos, that was actually accurate to what he looked like in Infinity War and Endgame. So for that reason, he's a little bit lower on this list. Number 14, we have Korg from Love and Thunder, Thor Love and Thunder. This one isn't bad. It's a little bit of an upgrade from the other Thor or the other Korg that we had, but I'd still rather have the other Korg, because the other Korg you can get for pretty cheap right now compared to the Build-A-Figures, a little bit expensive, and it's not that much of an upgrade. Number 13, we have M'Baku from the first Black Panther, and sort of the same thing with this. We just got a re-release of this one for Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and it's slightly upgraded version. I think it was a Target exclusive. That sort of bumps it down, and the face on the newer one looks a little bit better. So for number 12, we have the Hulkbuster. Same thing here. We had a re-release for the first 10 years, and the paint apps are a lot better than the newer one. The first one was still good. It didn't have, it was a little bit too bright on a lot of the colors, but it was still pretty cool. Number 11, we have the Hydra Stomper from What If Season 2. Now this one isn't officially out yet. Just from like images and stuff that I've seen, it looks pretty cool. I like that metallic finish on the outside of there, and we get the Steve Rogers head sculpt and stuff, so it looks pretty cool. Number 10, we have Giant Man from Civil War, and this one was pretty cool. I like that scene in Civil War when we see him turn into Giant Man. It's pretty cool. And they did the same thing with this one too, I believe. They re-released it as like a deluxe figure and updated it a little bit. But it's still a really cool figure. So next at number 9, we have Atuma from Wakanda Forever. And this one was pretty cool. Had a lot of cool details, and like the bone head dress still and stuff was pretty cool. So it was pretty cool. Had a lot of details and stuff. It had the little mask that went over his face or his mouth for him to breathe and stuff. So that was a pretty cool figure. Had a lot of cool details on that one. Not my favorite character necessarily, but it's a cool looking figure. Number 8, we have Smart Hulk. And this one is pretty cool. I wish they would have given him some glasses or something like that to really make him into Smart Hulk. Smart Hulk's probably my least favorite version of Hulk, but it's cool to have a figure of Smart Hulk. I just wish they would have done it a little bit different, and those head sculpts look a little bit off to me. So number 7, we have Cassie Lang from Quantum Mania, which we just got not too long ago. That one's really cool. It has a lot of good detail. The heads, both of them, look really good. There's a lot of detail and texturing in the suit, which is really cool. Number 6, we have the Gladiator Hulk, which is cool, which we just now got a re-release of that one, which was an Amazon exclusive, which is slightly better. They had an extra head sculpt, I believe, in that. But the original Build-A-Figure is still pretty cool. Number 5, we have the Cosmo Build-A-Figure from Volume 3. And this one's pretty cool, even though it's a pretty small Build-A-Figure. A lot of times I tend to up some of the Build-A-Figures that haven't been re-released, just because it sort of makes them a little more special, I feel like. And this one, it just came out not too long ago, so it's the only version of Cosmo that we have. So that's bumps it up a little bit, and I like Cosmo. So number 4 is the Infinity Ultron from What If, and this one was pretty cool. I really like the metallic finish and everything, and Infinity Ultron was pretty cool in the What If series. And sort of the same thing with this one. We haven't got a re-release of it or anything yet because it's somewhat new, so that bumps it up a little bit, and it's just really cool looking. Number 3, we have Mantis from Volume 2, and this one's really cool. I bumped it up quite a bit because we haven't had any re-release of this version of Mantis with her original green outfit and stuff. We got the Volume 3 Mantis with the blue suit, but we haven't got another release of this one yet. So that bumps it up, and I like Mantis a lot when she's one of my favorite characters. So for number 2, we have Thanos the armored Thanos from Endgame, and this one's really cool. The armor looks pretty cool on it, and the face and everything is just a really cool figure. One of the better Thanos figures that we've gotten. I think it has been re-released a few different times, but it's still just so cool that it had to be number 2. And for number 1, I put Khonshu from Moon Knight. This one's my favorite for multiple reasons. He's really tall, he looks really cool as far as how they did pretty much all original parts and everything. That skull looks really cool, his staff looks cool. It hasn't been re-released yet, which we just got it not too long ago, and it's just a really cool figure. Has a lot of cool details and everything. So that one is at number 1 for me. If I missed any, please let me know. These are all the ones that I could find for the MCU Marvel Legends Build-A-Figures, and Khonshu is definitely my number 1. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and have a great day.